Okay, so maths paper one didn't go as well as you wanted. You might have failed it. You might have got a 7 when you wanted a 9. Either way, you didn't think it went as well as you wanted. And and you really want to improve for papers 2 and 3. I was in your shoes as well. In my math paper one, during my GCSE exams, it didn't go as well as I wanted. I got really stressed because I couldn't answer a couple of questions at the end. And sure, my aim may have been different to what your aim is. I don't know what your aim is. It doesn't matter. But the point is, I didn't do as well as I wanted to. And I managed to turn it around and get a 9 in maths. You can do the same. In this video, I'm going to be talking you guys through what to do to make a major comeback in your maths papers. It's going to be filled with motivation and advice and practical strategic tips of like what to do, okay, to improve your maths grade. So please subscribe, please leave a like, please leave any comments as well. Now, let me just start by saying it's so possible to make a big comeback in maths, okay? You can't give up when you've done just 1 out of 3 of the papers, or if you have EduCast, 1 out of 2, and even if you've got only 1 paper left, that's 50% of your maths grade left, okay? So when you've got either 66% or 50%, 2/3 or half, that's such a huge amount that it would just be such a mistake to give up and not do maths, okay? So you really can do it. That's so important that you know that, and it's so important that you accept that and don't give up on that, okay? Because you genuinely can. And either way, there's no worst case. If you just put in as much effort as you can, that's still a good thing, and you can still be proud based on like the comeback that you've done and the effort you've put in, okay? Now, let's go through what to do. My first piece of advice, which is quite obvious, is just use a calculator for all your maths from now on, okay? Because papers 2 and 3 are calculator papers, you don't need to ever do maths without a calculator again, unless you're doing A-level. Well, no, not even if you're doing A-level maths, actually, because that has a calculator. So, yeah, use a calculator, basically, for all the maths you're doing, because you've got to get used to a calculator for the calculator papers. Now, here's some more advice then. You need to do maths daily with no excuses. Okay, it's all too easy to kind of do badly in a paper and then think, oh, you know what, I really need to do better in maths. I'm not doing as well as I want to, and just kind of leave it until the day before maths paper 2. Okay, if you want to make the comeback, you've got to do maths daily. Okay, seriously, especially if you want a major comeback. This means really, really doubling down on maths. Here's what I'd recommend. If you follow me, if you're subscribed, if you watch my videos, you know what I'm going to say. Corbett Maths 5 a day. Okay, Corbett Maths 5 a day is 5 maths questions a day, and you have the answers. You can get the answers on the website. It's all free. I would literally be doing, and in fact I actually was doing this every single day throughout the whole of exam season until maths paper 3. The reason this is so useful is because it keeps the maths in your head, okay? Loads of the questions in the paper, when I remember sitting at my paper 2, they would just call it maths questions, okay? Because I'd done so many, for much of the paper, I'd already seen all the questions before, so I felt super confident on it. Even those later ones, I'd seen it, okay? So do Corbett Maths daily, and most importantly, mark it and work out where you're going wrong. It's no use just doing it and leaving it. You have to really, really understand what's going wrong. Why am I getting these wrong? What topics do I not like? And if you really want to double down, do a Corbett Maths in the morning, evening. But this takes like 20 minutes, okay? So it's not going to use up all the revision for your other subjects, but do that daily, okay? There's no excuses to do that. You really should do that if you want to make the maths come back. Keep the maths in your head, okay, as we really push for this. Now, the next point then is a topic list. So in short, the reason maths is quite nice to revise is because basically there's a huge amount of topics. There's a big list of topics. You just have to know them, okay? You have to find out what topics are holding you back and get good at them. Now, as we get onto paper 2 and 3, this does become a bit strategic because topics that have been assessed in paper 1 are less likely to be assessed on paper 2, and topics that are assessed on paper 2 and paper 1 and 2 are also less likely to be assessed on paper 3. So when we get to paper 3, the predictions are going to be much more accurate because, say, trigonometry or something hasn't been assessed, it's very likely. Those topics that come up every year, if they haven't been assessed on paper 1 and 2, you can much more confidently predict paper 3. So keep your eyes out for those predicted papers for papers 2 and 3 because they're going to be more accurate than the random predictions from paper 1, okay? But you basically need a big topic list of topics that haven't come up yet and go through it and think, which of these do I not know? Okay, which topics do you not know? Maths Genie is great. I'll link that in the description. If you just look through the Maths Genie GCSE revision page, it has every topic, especially if you're aiming for like the 8 or 9s. Have a look at them. Which do you need to know? Which do you not know yet? And spend time learning them, okay? Learning them is YouTube. YouTube's great. I bet anyone can learn any topic from maths if they just find the right YouTuber to teach it to them, okay? So have a look, find the YouTuber you like for maths and start learning content and then practicing with it. So you really can like go through the topics, and in maths, you need to just work on your weaknesses, okay? Really, really really like ruthlessly. Keep working on your weaknesses. Keep finding the topics you're bad at. Keep repeating them, okay? Now, alongside all of this, okay, so you've got the core bit maths daily. You're also learning 2 or 3 topics a day. You need to do regular papers. For example, A-level maths. I wasn't where I wanted to be in A-level maths. I wanted an A star. I was at an A, which is obviously a good grade. And I basically did 4 2-hour maths papers throughout my half term, okay, which is a huge amount. And that's 8 hours of maths. And that helped me get an A star. That helped push me into A stars. So you need to be doing loads of papers. And maths papers are an hour and a half. Sometimes you finish a little bit before then. They're not that hard to do, okay? They're not that long to do. I actually find it quite fun. A lot of people I've spoke to who don't even like maths, like when you're in the zone and you're doing maths, it's actually not that bad of a subject compared to other subjects, okay? So do lots of papers. Again, don't just do it and leave it. Do it, mark it, and there are great resources called past paper walkthroughs on YouTube. So say you did the June 2021 paper 2, okay? You type that into YouTube and put walkthrough, and there will be someone doing that paper online. Skip to the questions you got wrong, watch them explain it, really understand, like, why are you going wrong? If you just keep doing that, you keep doing papers, you keep repeating, you keep doing core maths, you're going to improve substantially, okay? So that's my main advice. I think a lot of people know how to revise maths, but the key is you have to just do it. You have to do it regularly. You have to keep understanding what's going wrong, keep pushing yourself, keep doing papers, and keep watching walkthroughs. It's just that constant improvement. If you're aiming for an 8 or 9, watch 8 or 9 videos. Watch videos on the hardest maths topics. See if you can do them. Find hard questions, okay? I hope that video was helpful then. Please leave a like. Please also join my email list as well. I'm sending out free email every week, and I'd love for you to join that. So yeah, please leave any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.